Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. A place thought to be abandoned revealed some surprises, signs of recent occupation as well as partly charred painting. Interrupted by a search by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawking mansion.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
God, the scenery in this game is beautiful. Not so much the people's faces, but the aesthetic is just... I love it. Rob's back in chat. Welcome back, Rob. We're investigating.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
Home comfy and race some Lulu adventures.
Does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What
Poor
kind
kid.
of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
I
The old
totally just
caretaker
interrupted
must
him.
be very attached to her.
Lulu, more like doo-doo. Great. Something suspicious about this man. Isn't he meant to be here to help
I'll have to find another entrance.
ward off the crazy guy that lives here?
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
Oof.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I did something
The
good.
police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on then, just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mission.
Jesus, that was it. Phew. I like how the cop came with me to help, like, ward off this guy, but he just, like, stood there and waited. Something sus about this man.
Shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps...
He tried to murder me.
You're right. Let's go.
No, I want you to stay here now. I don't want you to come in with me. Something sus about you.
Have a moment.
What now?
Nothing. Sorry.
Stop wasting my time.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
I don't like him. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester, the old caretaker, still faithful to his employers. Keeps watch on the ground, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him down. What? No, Pierce managed to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Oh, there's a shadow there in the doorway. That's spoopy.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
He's right. Who left the light on? I want to put some in. How much CP do I have? What? Huh. 5. Oh, okay. Can only improve by objects discovered in the environment. Gotcha. I'm gonna, like... Let's go for a nice rounded sort of... There we go. Probably had you fought, Bradley would have stepped in. You're probably right. This whole place was meant to have burnt down.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Doesn't look like there's any fire.
What kind of meat is this?
Yeah, Cthulhu left the lights on. What kind of meat? Ooh, I don't even know.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Okay. So he's standing up. He looks startled, looking at the doors. Maybe someone kicked the doors in. Is there anything else I can get from being in here? Don't think so. Wait, missing something. What am I missing? Oh. Find the fire scene. This looks like a fire. I think I'm missing something. I don't know where. Because I can't exit out of this mode, so whatever I'm missing is... Oh. No? Oh, there is broken crap on the ground, you're right.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Oh, did she say
something
something?
happened at this table?
Yeah.
An argument?
Anything else I can get?